Only God can raise the dead. So, if you want to see God, let's watch Him. Lazarus had been in the tomb 4 days, and his decomposing body had begun its natural decay. What did his sister say when Jesus said, I want to see Lazarus? Help me out, I'm almost finished. What'd she say? Yes. Yeah, he's rotting. He's been there 4 days. Don't disturb the corpse. Jesus said, I want to see him. He's my friend. Yet, Jesus called him forth from the grave in victorious conquest of our ultimate universal enemy, death. Biophysicist Harold Morowitz, all right. Morowitz of Yale University is not a Christian. He's not a believer. He doesn't believe in God at all. But he had to admit, the chemical ground state of the elements in a single bacterium. How much more complicated is a human cell than a bacterium? Bacterium is the simplest cell we can work with that is self-replicating. Viruses are not self-replicating. You have more bacteria in your body than you have human cells. Did you know that? And some of us have more viruses in our bodies than we want to. Okay, let's get to the point here. Morowitz of Yale University admitted the chemical ground state of the elements in one single bacterium, just one cell of a bacterium, transformed to their energy state in a living one-cell bacterium, has one chance, followed by 100 billion zeros. Now you tell me how evolution is going to get chemistry to produce even a bacterium. It's impossible. When we really look at it, Jesus is the only way. Now consider the dead ground state to the living energy state of Lazarus' body. He had how many trillion rotting human cells? His sister said, he stinks. They're rotting. They're out of place. They're dead. He's dead. Give it up. He's dead. Leave him alone. He's dead. How many cells? This dilemma is multiplied by each deteriorating human cell of 60,000 proteins in every one of those 72.3 trillion cells that have to be brought to life and rearranged. I mean, when a person's stinking and rotting, those cells are all mixed up, aren't they?
And I'm gonna say a word maybe you've heard of, you probably haven't. It's apoptosis or apoptosis. It is called programmed cell death. Did you know that after you die, you breathe your last, your heart stops pumping, you're dead. Your cells are still working. And they're working to do what? Deconstruct themselves. It's automatic. It's automatic. That cells, once they're dead, they begin this programmed cell death and they deconstruct themselves until they go into the basic elements that then these critters, insects, worms, microbes can go in and take advantage of.
When a person's stinking and rotting, those cells are all mixed up, aren't they? They have to be rearranged in 100 specific configurations. And the technical literature shows that each of those 60,000 proteins to be arranged in that order has one chance in 10 to the 4,478,296 power. I'm trying to tell you, I know it's been long, I know it's complicated, but only God can do it. And you've got the lesson you can read and reread and reread and say, why did he write it this way? Reread it again. Okay. Now, this demonstrated, watch. Who's Jesus? Oh, he's man, but he's perfect man. But he's not only man, he's the God-man. This demonstrated his omniscience in knowing and controlling matter, both dead cells and the cells he brought to life, in space and time, His omnipotence by raising the dead. Now, what's this, class? El Presidente, I'm not sure any of your professors had ever seen this before. Tell me if so. His omnipresence in reaching from Bethany to Abraham's bosom, where Lazarus' soul and spirit were, and had been for 4 days, and to bring them back and put them together. He had to be present everywhere to do that. Wow. Don't you like just running around with Jesus?